Starter about to hit the lever. Racing. Lady of 5 and I'm That Girl both jump well. Remember All's got good early speed, and Mashani Rainfire is pushing through as well. So here's an interesting battle as far as the lead is concerned. A line of 4 going to the first bend. I'm That Girl 4 deep, 3 out Lady of 5, 1 out Mashani Rainfire, and Remember All is protecting the rail. So they're going fast, and I'm That Girl will speed to the lead. The second division was Alto Luna, Pirouette Girl, and Marguerite. 500 metres left to run. I'm That Girl, cross, Lady of 5 can't lead. Remember All sitting third. We'll have the sitting shot at that lead pair. 3 away Mashani Rainfire. Then came Alto Luna, Marguerite and Pirouette Girl. Into the straight. 350 left to run. Lady of 5 alongside of I'm That Girl. Remember All comes off the heels, comes to the outside. And from well back, Marguerite running on fairly well. I'm That Girl, challenged by Lady of 5. Has to withstand the challenge from Remember All. It can't. Remember All dash to the lead. Opened up, ran right away. And Remember All, too good for them. Beat Lady of 5 or Marguerite, who ran well. Then line up for the fourth. I'm That Girl stopping with Mashani Rainfire and Alto Luna, and Pirouette Girl trailed them in 60.86.
Good old-fashioned Birchley boil over here. Remember All, they served it up to the favourite, and it was I Am That Girl who really put the acid down, and Remember All got that beautiful run for Benny Thompson in behind. Lady of 5, she didn't seem totally uncomfortable behind them, but she just got served up by Remember All late, and she was a sitting shot. Marguerite, good effort to run third. Possibly I Am That Girl after Burning has run fourth, but 8.35 confirmed maybe the 4, but a boil over result of sorts. There was some specking for the Birchley runner. We mentioned it. It always has you very nervous.
Have a chat with our winning trainer after the first here at Doomben, rather, and of course it was for the 2-year-olds. Remember All is the winner, and geez, you'd have been having a little chuckle mid-race at those other two, just trying to get each other beat.
Well, we were just saying it often. Your plans don't come together. So we spoke about hoping that it'd happen, and I mean, you need a barrier to pull it off, and obviously a good steer too. So it worked out perfectly.
Geez, type-wise, she's one of the best-looking Spirit of Boom 2-year-olds I've actually come across. She's got a bit of length and a bit of range to her.
You're right, 100%. She's a different type to most of them, and she's not a jump and run. She sort of hits a line hard, which is what you want, really. So it's run a class record, I see, so it was a good effort.
I'm not surprised. So what's the plan with her now, Liam?
Listen, I'll probably give her a break. She's a bit leggy, as you say, and she's done a good job. She's got a bit of prize money, so we can maybe look at something a bit better next time she comes in.
Absolutely. We look forward to that. Well done.
Thanks very much, Ben.
Righty, let's have a chat with our winning jockey, Ben Thompson, now. And Ben, pretty much as I said to Liam, you would have been having a little chuckle to yourself mid-race. Obviously, the other two bringing themselves undone, but setting it up perfectly for you.
Yeah, it did. I was saying, we were discussing pre-race, obviously, tactics and how we anticipated the race unfolding, and she trialled really well last Tuesday at the Sunshine Coast, and after beginning good, settled behind the speed. Leaders back, and if we had a crystal ball, we would have given her that exact trial with I'm That Girl and Peter and Will Holbert's horse drawn wide. It looked like they'd push on and just give us that run that we had. So she was really good. Again, just another lovely juvenile, or just another lovely horse that's by Spirit of Boom. And obviously very nice to have the Nolan Racing colours on Basil Nolan and his crew. It's another nice horse for them.
She really is a stunning type.
She is, and she's got a beautiful temperament, which, as you know, like how many races are won and lost by just your attitude and conserving energy, and she's got a brain and used it well today. She really lengthened out good, and for a juvenile, a raw filly, she won well.
Well done.
Thank you.
Espresso, can't lay it, it's all the way out to an $18 chance.
All right, last one loading. Here's David for the call.
With the button and racing. Jumped at an even line. Grey Effects and First Mission began well, but all of a sudden, Synergy in Motion emerges from the ruck, and the two big guns in the market, they're 1-2 on settling down. Synergy in Motion from First Mission. The Enchanter didn't step too well, so he's caught wide, pushing forward around Espresso. They're followed by Encubierto, and then came More for Ready, Thundering Soul, and Grey Effect, who jumped well, lacked early speed and dropped back to last. Into the first bend with 7.50 left to run. Synergy in Motion seems to be controlling it well. First Mission parked second on its outside, trailing by 1, and Espresso third the rail. And in a good spot, fourth was the Enchanter. That first split in 36 and 41, so there's been no tempo at all. Then came More for Ready, Encubierto, Thundering Soul, and Grey Effect whipped them in. 6 off the lead. It's going to be a sprint home, and First Mission is really putting to Synergy in Motion. They go stride for stride up the straight and skip away. The Enchanter went to third. The rest are struggling as the sprint went on, but First Mission got the upper hand from Synergy in Motion, who can't do any more. Then the Enchanter followed by Grey Effect. It's First Mission in front. He's holding a margin and lands good bets. First Mission first. Second home was the Enchanter. Photo third. Grey Effects out wide. Not far away, More for Ready, and Synergy in Motion, who was stopping late. Then came Espresso, Encubierto, and Thundering Soul last home in 1982.
Oh, it was a sweeter one-less plunge. We've seen two plunges and they've come off today. First Mission backed off the map. Michael Rodd got that beautiful run outside of the speedster Synergy in Motion, and they just jogged in front. It was a pretty easy watch on the well-backed First Mission. Too good for them. 5. First up in Queensland goes Bang. 3, the Enchanter. Good effort. Looked to be under a lot of pressure on the corner. Had to dig deep, but came again. The 11, Grey Effects, was closing off really well to run third and will stand by for fourth. But, Espresso had every chance. Good run in transit. No excuses there. And, Synergy in Motion was entitled to do a little bit more, I thought, there. Just very soft late off a slow tempo. May have just hung on to run fourth. But yeah, should have figured a little bit closer, I would have thought, with the run it had. 5, 3, 11, possibly a Synergy in Motion, the 13 for fourth. But Michael Rodd, lovely ride. Kelly Schweida, well picked First Mission, couple of nice soft trials. And on debut in Queensland goes Bang, their son of Snitzel, and he looked good. But as Bernie said, he paraded well. He was fit, he was ready, and the money arrived for First Mission. Synergy in Motion will get the fourth place divvy. 5, 3, 11 and 13 will be your numbers. So Bernie will look to pick up Kelly Schweida shortly, but he's a nice son of Snitzel. He's now won 3 from 9, and his New South Wales form was quite good. They're going to have some fun up this way. But Bernie, the ex-Townsville boy, Kelly Schweida, he'd be happy with that.
That's right, Chargy. Kelly is very happy with that. It's his first start with this horse, and Kel, obviously he looks incredibly ripped and fit here today. Not that he'd had a long layoff.
No, look, he was ready to go. He's not the biggest fella, but look, he's a good doer. He only trialled on Tuesday. We hummed and hard about running him, but come up with a reasonable barrier, and he pulled up well, and his blood was well. But still doing a few things wrong. He wanted to lay in a little bit, blah, blah, blah. Michael was pretty confident. If he lived up to his trials, he'd be strong late. And they went a bit slower early than I anticipated. We thought we'd be back running fourth or fifth, but the one to beat was up in front, so Michael, you know what Michael's like.
And he's such a great judge of speed, Michael Rodd, as well. He knew that they'd run that first half in 36 plus change, so he was there laying it down to that favourite right on the turn.
Yeah, he was ready to pounce, and as I say, he's a nice horse going forward.
What level are you looking at with him, or just happy to take this Saturday races at the moment?
Happy to take it at the moment. Look, but I think there's a lot of improvement in his physique and in his racing manners.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.
There he is, Kelly Schweida. Let's have a chat to winning jockey Michael Rodd, now the master of tempo here in Brisbane. You knew you'd gone 36. You were there to challenge.
I'll just hand that all, I'll hand that to Emily because she was the one that rated it. But yeah, we got there pretty easy, and then she slowly just backed the tempo off, and my bloke was happy to go with her. And just around the 500 there, we got moving, and he skipped, but then he got lost. And about midway up the straight, I forgot that he's had a warning put on him for running off the track. So I forgot about that one. So I'm glad we stayed straightish, and it's good. He's come up here to Kel. He's nice and relaxed. Jodie and Glenn have done an amazing job with him because he was a bit of a handful early days. So to see him walk around the enclosure like that and race like that, it's really good to see.
And I like too that in those trials he wasn't exerted too much. He was just doing everything under his own steam. Maybe that helped him not think about running off the track.
Yeah, definitely. It might be something to do with the colours I'm wearing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, well done.
There's the light. Ready to break. Racing. Or starters delight there, they bounced as one. Let's look for an early leader. Meet George and Uterus Piarata showing great early speed. Right up there is the favourite Royal Mover, making news not too far away, an encrypted feeling. Easing out of that speed duel as they head to the first bend. Little Fella settled third last, Halfpenny Hatch second last, and Destiny Summit is last of all. The favourite is in front. Royal Mover, 800 left to Rada, led by a length to Uterus Piarata. Third, the Rail making news, the box seat. Fourth, the outside encrypted feeling. Little Fella's gone through to be fifth on the rail inside of Meet George, and the tail end pair, Halfpenny Hatch and Destiny Summit. First 600 metres, 35.43, speed is genuine. Maloney brings the odds-on favourite to the turn in front, Royal Mover. From Uterus Piarata, encrypted feeling, coming three wide, four deep Meet George, then making news, the leader's back. Little Fella trying to get runs towards the inside. Halfpenny Hatch pulled to the outside, runs on strongly, then Destiny Summit. Royal Mover down below the 200 metres. Maloney happy to ride hands and heels from Little Fella, who's running on gamely, and down the outside, Halfpenny Hatch. Royal Mover in front, no good thing. Little Fella drove up on the inside and got up and beat him. Little Fella fairly and squarely beat Royal Mover, had his chance, ran into a better one on the day. Then Halfpenny Hatch, Meet George making news, Destiny Summit, encrypted feeling, and Uterus Piarata in 1942.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Haven't we seen some upsets already? And we've seen it from horses that are well backed. And here's a Curry runner, Little Fella, that they were happy to put some money on and take on Royal Mover. Ange just kept persevering for the runs on the inside. And Royal Mover, he probably got it trucking a little early, didn't he? He was keen early, midway in the run. He did come back under Maloney and then went again. He looked to have the race won, but this horse obviously has plenty of upside and ability, Little Fella. And yeah, when he got clear up on the fence, he just worked through, picked up the favourite and went on by. So good win. 7 Little Fella beats the 3 Royal Mover. Just a little keen today. The 1 Halfpenny Hatch closed off really well to run third. And was that Meet George, I think, running fourth there for Desley Forster it was. But Little Fella, there you go. We've seen the Birchley plunge. We've now seen the Curry plunge. What's left to come today? Favourite punters are reeling at Doomben. 7, 3, 1 and 4. And yeah, it was strongly spec Little Fella, the son of Highland Reel. He's still a colt. And Ange Jones just kept persevering, had the fence run and went on by. Royal Mover, he'll be better for that for sure. He just didn't settle in the run. So Bernie will pick up Mark Curry, I'm tipping. I'm just getting see news coming through. They're setting up a new satellite team at the Sunshine Coast as well, up from Toowoomba. So the stable is flying and Ange Jones aboard. It was a good win. Bernie, over to you.
All right, thanks very much, Chargy. I've run into a blast from the past, Lyle Plum out here as well.
Thank you very much.
Are you helping out Mark Curry?
No, I'm just here as a guest.
You're just here to drink the champagne. That'd be right, Mark, hey? He loves the champagne.
He does, doesn't he? He loves the champagne.
All right, let's talk about this guy. What you did get was a beautiful, patient ride from young Ange Jones, and you, of course, had a pull in the weights as well.
Yeah, no, he had a good pull on the weights, but he's still got a lot to learn, this horse. He's not mentally there, but he's got a lot of ability. But he's a bit green and dumb.
Yeah, pretty athletic looking, isn't he?
He is. I was only just saying to Dana before, I said he's in the last probably 2 or 3 weeks he's shot up a little bit. Yeah, he's grown in the prep, which is not good.
Good, but it means he is going to fill out. Will you press on or will you go to the paddock?
Well, just wait and see how he pulls up. Like there's no real hurry with him. He's a homebred and
let him tell you.
Yeah, he'll work it out.
He will will indeed. Well done, Mark.
Thank you.
He will work it out. I love it. Let's have a talk to Ange Jones, because I know you're a big Royal Mover fan as well. In fact, you have one on him. So you knew you were chasing a pretty decent horse here.
I did, yeah. Probably when he was the only one left to run down, I didn't really think I was a chance of getting him probably till the 150, and I felt how nice a turn of foot mine still had left, and he really put him away encouragingly, which was great to see.
Yeah, when he really focused in on that run on the fence, he got balanced up on the fence as well. It helped him, didn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice, and I probably sort of showed him a few different parts early in the straight till I decided on the one we were going for. So it was nice for him to be able to balance up quickly enough to let down and chase a smart one down.
He did have a significant pull in the weights here today, but given you're familiar with both horses, both really nice, right?
Yeah, they are. He seemed to have improved so much from his first start. He looked a little bit lost at Dolby, but it was like he's put it all together there, and he was a real professional.
Great job, well done.
Thank you.
All right, there she is, Ange Jones, 7. There was money. Tim said there was plenty of money around for little fellow, so there was great confidence about him. He beats Royal Mover. 7 beats 3, 1 and 4. 109.3.
Fourth at Doomben. Stand well. Racing. Impotent hesitated towards the inside and came out towards the tail with Freeland. Scud fast to go with Alpha Lily, showing speed Little Genie to be third early. And fourth away, Think Hard and Fast, Phenom just behind them. Then Impotent, Freeland and Sizzling Gal settles 8th and last. That's the first call, down by the 1,000 metres. Alpha Lily strode to the front. Think Hard and Fast moves across to be second now. And that gives Scud good cover, third on the outside of Little Genie. And the favourite is getting the good run, right behind the leader in the box seat. Next pair, Impotent on the inside of Phenom, together at the tail, Freeland and Sizzling Gal. So the field of 8, they race in pairs. 700 left to run. Alpha Lily, one of the long shots, led by a neat length. Racing second, Think Hard and Fast, and Little Genie give it every opportunity in third. Scud 3/4 away in 4. 45.06 the first, 750, pace only fair. Then Impotent 3 back the fence inside of Phenom. Freeland beginning a run, but they're going to sprint to the top end now as Sizzling Gal turned in last. Alpha Lily and odds led for home. From on the outside, Little Genie on the scene. Scud trying to join in. Impotent getting a rails run. Think Hard and Fast now under pressure. Forget the rest. Little Genie the outside, Impotent the inside, and then came Scud on the inside. Impotent, Little Genie going with it. Head down as they drive to the line. Impotent a little too good. Impotent beat home Little Genie. Think Hard and Fast third. Scud ran fourth. Then Freeland followed by Phenom, Alpha Lily, and Sizzling Gal last home in 1:19.22.
Beautiful ride. Kobe Vittler on Impotent took the shortest way home, basically. Just kept pinching gaps up the fence, and I thought for a minute Little Genie was going to come again, but gee, it was a lovely ride and a very, very good win. Impotent for Chris Lees and Kobe Vittler. Beats the 9 Little Genie. Another good effort by her. She wanted to come again towards the last 100, but Impotent just had that beautiful run in transit, fit well and placed to perfection today. 1 Impotent, 2 good. 9 Little Genie, yeah, great run. But she does find it hard to get there first most of the time. The 10 Think Hard and Fast up on speed today. I didn't expect that, but a very good effort. I think we watch with her because I think there's a win very, very close. And the 2 Scud, good effort. Probably had a chance. I thought Scud today, really on that. But Impotent, the ride won it. We thought that. Just saved the ground, was close enough and good enough. Good win. Mare by Epaulet. She makes it win number 4 at start number 20. The claim, the draw, everything played in her favour today. And it was a good shop constantly for her to upset. As the boys said, Little Genie was probably somewhat of a lay on a winning strike rate, and she's proved that again. So well done, Impotent. Too good for them. Gets the chockies and doesn't let us down. 1, 9, 10 and 2. Bernie will pick up a rep from the Lee stable, I'm sure, and have a chat to Kobe Vittler.
All right, thanks very much, Chargy. I'm going to have a chat with Vanessa as I'm just guessing, but I'm thinking you'd probably ride this girl a bit of work.
Yeah, she's tough work too, I might add. She is. So I was pleased to see her win today because I think I was just purely a passenger on Tuesday. So she works super. Last week she was in the class 3 and up to the class 6 today, and she was the top weight, so I was a little bit worried about that. But with the 3 kilos off, she put pay to them. She was impressive.
Yeah, and when you're giving that sort of ground away and they've gone really moderately the first half of the race, you've got to be focused on saving that ground.
Oh, 100%, yeah. He gave her a 10 out of 10 stare, so that was the winning of the race.
Great job, well done.
Thank you.
I think Vanessa might need a pay rise as a truck rider there at Chris Lee's. She's certainly doing a great job. 1 beats 9, 10 and 2, 1:19.07. They ran the first 600 and 45.65, and they really put that foot down and came home in 33.54. So yeah, Kobe Vittler, well, he didn't have a lot of choices. She's got no tempo in the early parts of her races. And then he was fortunate enough, we made the decision, obviously, to ride for luck, and it just sort of opened up beautifully. She's a beautiful looking mare. She's in great order, and the 3 kilos made all the difference when it came down to chasing hard and fast inside that final furlong. So yeah, 1 beating 9, little Jenny. Well done, Kobe.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Yeah, she just wastes those good barriers though, doesn't she? She's got no early tempo.
Nah, not at all. When she's sort of one of those, you can't really dig up to be there. If you have a bad one, she kind of fires up, so you want her to settle into the run. But look, today, she came out a little bit slow, but we found the perfect run in the rail, and the gaps open when we needed them to.
Yes, and you did need them to because it was a dawdle the first half of this race.
Yeah, it was pretty steady, but I feel that she settled into it lovely, and if we had fired her up, I probably wouldn't have been where I was.
No, great ride, well done.
Perfect, thank you guys.
All right, there he is, Kobe Vittler, doing a great job on Impulsant here for trainer Chris Lees. 1, 9, 10 and 2.
There it is, set now. They're drawn alongside of each other. Free Carry and Victory Win, they're off. And Free Carry began quite well. Just give it a little squeeze by Emily Lang, goes to the lead. But Ludovisi is going to take closer order today. Kibosh third away. Victory Win fourth as they head into the first bend. Then came Cunnamulla Fella, followed by Yeti Moves. And Galifianakis goes out to last. Into the back straight, just over 1,200 left to run. Free Carry in front, but Ludovisi on the outside, the stablemate, just applying a touch or a bit of pressure. By about a neck the margin at the moment between the pair. Free Carry repelling the challenge of Ludovisi, but they straight away by 4 to Kibosh and a clear third, and 2 to Victory Win in fourth. So he'll be suited by this genuine tempo. He eases one off the rail, Maloney, so Yeti Moves, slips up on his inside. Then came second last Cunnamulla Fella, and Galifianakis last of the 7, 8 off the lead. Into the next bend, short of 800 left to run. Free Carry being held together. Ludovisi dropped back down to be a length behind Free Carry. Racing third, Kibosh, and then came Yeti Moves. Victory Win, ridden patiently by Maloney at the 600 metres. 2 behind him, Galifianakis and Cunnamulla Fella. Look, that first 1,000 metres, 62 and 86, suggests the tempo is only moderate, so Free Carry should have gas in the tank. Comes to the turn in front from Ludovisi. Yeti Moves pinching inside runs. Kibosh comes to the outside with a well-timed runner, and Victory Win, Maloney riding hands and heels, but he might have to start a bit anxious soon because Free Carry is still in front. Free Carry led, Yeti Moves the inside. Victory Win on the outside is trying hard. Free Carry's the leader. Victory Win on the outside is drawing level. Photo! Victory Win or Free Carry. The two favourites headed together. Bob of the Hedge will decide from Yeti Moves. Then came Ludovisi, Kibosh, Galifianakis and Cunnamulla Fella in 1:36.31.
I'm suggesting the width of a Talio paper to Victory Win. He fought back a little bit there. Free Carry, but was entitled to as well. But in the end, Victory Win over the top gets there. He took a while to get there, though. I thought Yeti Moves might have been the one. Sneaking up on the inside, Free Carry left the fence, and Yeti Moves loomed as a real danger, but it was Victory Win who's got that really good record here under Ryan Maloney. Had to dig deep. Free Carry tried hard. Yeti Moves had its chance, I thought, but too good. Simple as that. Victory Win, he's building a nice record, isn't he? 20 starts for 8 wins. And Archibald and Rob Archibald have got the son of Sandos to get there right on the peg with Maloney, but to its credit, Free Carry fought back hard, but as I said, was entitled to. You had the stablemate up there just keeping him genuine, Free Carry, and that was Ludovisi, but the class, it was always going to be a good battle. You thought Kabosh didn't really get into the race, but those two squared off with Yeti moves on the inside. A little bit of a brush there, but I think it came from Free Carry. So there you go. The Archibald team and a Ryan Maloney combined victory win goes back-to-back here at Doomben with a good, strong, tough win. 4-7-5, and we'll confirm the fourth place getter. Bernie, good, tough win that.
Oh, great win. A really great win by this horse. He showed incredible desire. Todd Pollard joins us for a chat on behalf of Annabelle and Rob Archibald. He's just really going well, this horse, at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. He's a beauty. Probably hard in your mouth sort of stuff today. He managed to just get there, but like we've always thought he's a nice horse. Spoke to Ryan before the race, and even last start when he won, we knew the tempo wasn't going to be there, and Golin's horse was probably going to get a soft lead, but he's almost a better horse ridden a little bit quieter, and you're sort of thinking you'd like to dig him up in box seat, but look, he managed to get away with it, and we're probably lucky to have just got there, but got the job done nonetheless.
Did indeed. It was a great win. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right, let's have a chat with Ryan now, and that was close in the end.
I was aware that I was giving ground when I made that decision to come off, but he's a horse that needs to wind up, and he's probably not the horse to ride too pretty, because he does take a fair bit of winding up, and I was confident I had the right form to do that, and like I said,
it's just that tempo was against you that first sort of 1,000 metres.
It was, but he can reel off really good sectionals when you wind up, but just when you sort of stop-start on him, he just doesn't seem to accelerate as well as you would like. But like I said, I was aware that I was giving ground and a little bit of weight to him, but I just felt he's got to ride the horse to the horse instead of more to the...
You've got to trust your decision.
Yeah, lucky.
It worked.
Yeah.
Good on you, Ryan. Well done. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking he would have been thinking to himself, did I do the right thing? Because he sort of gave away 4 lengths, but he's been able to reel it back in, and he's just won victory win. 4 beat 7, 5 and 8, 136.15 the time.
Capacity field of the 2,000 metre start. Favourite Mr. Buster runs from gate 4. He's an odds-on favourite. They're set to go. Gates open. They're off. Mr. Buster was one of the first to go. Kaluakoi began with purpose. So did Indy Rose Warrior and Spill the Secret. Pepperdine out wider and Let Fly even deeper are going up towards the leading division. And Cavalryman the Grey, he's about 7th or 8th away. Followed then by Holy Flash, Itchy Barn landing midfield with Twigman on his outside. Beckamo finding the rail, then Mannerheim, the second favourite, is in the second half of the field. Followed at the head of the others by Counter, then Plea Deal, Uncommon Valour, and Pico Rock settles down in last position. They work up the side to approach the 1400, and Kaluakoi the leader. Backed at odds too. 3/4 to Let's Fly in second, racing third Pepperdine, and Indy Rose Warrior fourth on the fence. Where's the favourite, Mr. Buster? There he is. 5th over on the inside, 3 back on the rail. Inside of Spill the Secret and Cavalryman. He's had no luck today. He's planted 3 wide. Around Holy Flash and Itchy Barn inside the pair. 2 to Twigman, a length Beckamo, 1 Mannerheim, 1 Plea Deal, a length Counter, 2 Uncommon Valour, and Pico Rocks whips them in down at the tail. They head down the back straight now. They've got 900 metres left to go. I'd estimate 20 lengths top end to tail, and now a new leader as Spill the Secret whipped around the outside to go to the front. Let's Fly in second, racing third Cavalryman. He'll sleep well, 3 deep. In behind the speed, Kaluakoi, who surrendered the front. Pepperdine asked to go. Mr. Buster about 5th or 6th, 5 off the lead, and Maloney just biding his time, but now he's making a 3 wide move, going up, getting cover into the race. Then Indy Rose Warrior, Holy Flash, Itchy Barn, followed by Twigman, who's under pressure. A long way back, Beckamo, Mannerheim, Counter, Plea Deal, Pico Rocks and Uncommon Valour. The favourite is about to strike at the turn, Mr. Buster. Head the straight, 300 left to run. Spill the Secret led from Cavalryman, who's had a devilishly hard run. Here's Mr. Buster coming after Cavalryman, then Beckamo, and near the inside was a Kaluakoi. Mr. Buster on the outside. getting the better of Cavalryman. He's run a game race. Mr. Buster had the better run, and Mr. Buster too good. Beat Cavalryman, game in defeat. Third, Kalua Koi. Pepperdine likely fourth. Then Beckham Manor Home, Spill the Secret. Holy Flash, Twigman, Itchy Barn, Let Fly, Counter. Then Plea Deal, Pico Rocks, Indie Rose Warrior, and Uncommon Valor last home in 2-2-34.
Absolute peach. Ryan Maloney on Mr. Buster. He was close enough. He was there and he just flushed at the right time. And the speed of the race just changed complexion, didn't it? When Kaluakai handed up Mr. Buster, he was just giggling there. Cavalryman, gee, his run was very, very good. He was posted wide. He had to do a lot of work. Kaluakai just wanted to slacken it too much, and they said, no, hang on, you're not going to do that. And in the end, had to make that further run again. I thought the effort was very good, but favourites simply too good on the back up. 11, 3, 6, and we'll stand by for fourth. May have been Pepperdine, the Rocky horse. So a good effort there. Has found the line, the 4, and I think you'll find it will run 4. So 11, 3, 6, and 4.
A great effort again by this favourite from the Kieran Maher stable. Mr. Buster, Craig Kavanagh joins us for a chat, and obviously you've been looking after him beautifully at Tony Gollan's stable since he won on Wednesday.
Yeah, Bernie, he went home from the race on Wednesday and licked the bin clean on Wednesday night. Had an easy day on Thursday. Only thing I didn't have for him, he couldn't lay beside the pool, and but he had an easy day. And then on Friday, after licking the bin clean again on Thursday night, he had a canter. And then licked the bin again last night and had another canter this morning and come to the races.
Does he get a week's rest now?
I'll leave that to Kieran and his crew.
Good idea.
You back them up all the time if they keep on winning like that.
It would indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, a quick chat with our winning jockey, Ryan Maloney now, and that one was easy.
Yeah. After the way he pulled up Wednesday, it's a pretty easy decision.
Got into a great spot.
He did, yeah. Then they really slowed up, too slow down the back, and when Robbie injected a bit of speed to it, I just took bad luck out of the equation. I thought the horse of Lindsay Goffs would take me as far as I needed to. I thought he had the class and he won well.
Perfect, well done.
Thank you.
All right, there he is, winning jockey Ryan Maloney.
Watch for the favourite. He's a go-forward horse. And well back to the short odds. Racing. Bold Comic came out last. Jaxby Lucky began well. Colophon's got speed and Shot of Whiskey's going fast as well. It may make a play for the lead and it does so. Settling down, Shot of Whiskey crosses. Colophon has to sit outside and Jaxby Lucky after the smart start is third. Then Written Fame followed by Bold Comic on the improved to fifth. Kinross Lane sixth the rail. Then Fighting Idol and Lost His Beans last of the 8. Into the first bend, 750 left to run. Shot of Whiskey won the start. That's secured at the lead. Colophon moves up on the outside to be second. Racing third, Written Fame. Jaxby Lucky fourth, the fence at the halfway mark, and Bold Comic just behind them. First 600, Genuine, 35.26. Kinross Lane being felt for, then Fighting Idol, and Lost His Beans as last 6 off the lead. Onto the bend now with 400 left to run. Shot of Whiskey flattened in front from Colophon on the outside. Then Jaxby Lucky, followed by Bold Comic. Written Fame coming to the outside now. Colophon, he's in a bit of a battle here with Shot of Whiskey, who's fighting on gamely. Then Bold Comic and Lost His Beans right down the outside. Shot of Whiskey is trying to grip on. Colophon is trying hard. Bold Comic coming in, it's too late. Colophon now gets the upper hand. Favourite home. Colophon beat Shot of Whiskey, who gave the favour run for his money. Bold Comic up for third. Then Kinross Lane, Lost His Beans. Fighting Idol, Jaxby Lucky and Written Fame whipped them in a good gallop, 1.894.
Well, I don't know about you, but halfway up the straight when the head went up, I thought this doesn't look good for Colophon, but he dug deep under Jace McMurray and his class or his potential classes got him there. Gee, Shot of Whiskey fought hard, got to the front and got there pretty well too. You thought Bold Comic, if he was close enough, was going to be the stalker. He just couldn't pick them up, but that was a good win, Colophon. He had to do it differently today, and under Jace McMurray with the claim, it made the difference. So 6 Colophon, good, tough win. Grinding win, and he had to knuckle back down, didn't he? About 100 out, you thought, oh, hang on. Shot of Whiskey fighting hard in front for the Hoisted stable. Bold Comic just couldn't get close enough to them. The 2 was run fourth, Lost His Beans. So it's 6, 8, 4 and 2. Colophon gets there. If you took the shorts, halfway up the running, you were starting to panic a little bit because the boy got busy. He was just niggling at him, threw the reins at him, and Colophon picked up and got the job done. But we don't want it again. They were probably having enough on the line. That pair bowl Comic tried hard. He's run the place and lost his beans there in fourth. But Colophon, too good for them. For the Michael Freedman stable under Jace McMurray, can ride this boy, and that was a good ride. He didn't panic. He didn't let the stress get to him or the worry that the horse wasn't going good enough. He picked him back up and got him there. Colophon, too good. Short price favourite, wins the 7th at Doomben. And he's building a good record. 13 starts, 4 wins, Bernie.
All right, thanks very much, Chargy. 108.82 the time there, so that is a very good time. Here is Lee Freedman to join us for a quick chat. And wow, that was a great win in the end. Time says fantastic. I was a little bit worried momentarily when the leader kicked on straightening and your guys' sort of head went up in the air a little.
Yeah, well, he's a written tycoon, so they can be a bit funny in that. But he's a horse I really like. We've only had him a few months or 6 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks, and I think he's a better horse when he can lead, when he can get control. He's a confidence horse.
1400.
Well, perhaps too. I think he has run well at 1400, but he's kind of coming into himself now, and I like the way he knuckled down today. He did a good job, and they've run enormous time. So yeah, he's got some potential. Yeah.
And I think maybe in a 14 where he can control more and get to the fence too.
I think you're right.
I'm going on what you say. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
There he is, Lee Freedman. Let's have a chat with
3 kilo, Clem.
Oh, that's it for the 3 kilos. You're too successful. Well done, Jace.
Thank you. Yeah, big thanks to the Freedman team. They're doing a great job. They're flying in Sydney and now they're getting winners in Brisbane. So yeah, it was a tough win today.
And the confidence you're riding with is outrageous at the moment. It's almost infectious. Tell me about, obviously you couldn't get to the fence. You had to be content sitting outside the leader, and the leader gave a good kick on straightening.
Yeah, he did. I didn't want to just bustle him too much. He sort of had me the first furlong. But yeah, he dug deep and he fought it out, so it was a great win.
I reckon he looks like he would feel nice to ride.
Yeah. He always gives you a feeling that he's going to go well. You know, he travels into it nice and he gives a good kick.
Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, there he is, Jace McMurray, and that's it for his 3 kilo claim. He'll be claiming a little bit less now. What does he go to? 2.5, I think. There's the next step. 6, 8, 4 and 2. I was looking for that final 600. I gave you the overall time of 1:08.82. I think I've missed it, but obviously they have ripped home there. All right, Marge, I'll give it to you. 1 second. 1 second, it's coming up. They were in the first half in 35.26, so that means they've come home in 33.65. There you go.
They're set. Racing. He-Man came out ordinarily, I'd say second last out. No early speed at all, and Seneschal missed the kick. Corfe Castle didn't. He sprung out and went straight to the early lead and cleared out from Service Royale, settling in second. 3 away third, the Little Pumper. And Anna McCoray, fresh today, up running fourth soon after the start. Show Some Decorum was fifth and 3 wide, and Warby settling just behind that trio as they went by the 1,000. Then Seneschal getting well back, Better Be Naughty. He-Man is third last, about 8 or 9 off the lead. Then Last Chance Saloon and Trapporti ridden quietly as last. Into the first bend, short of 800 left to run, and Corfe Castle does it well up front. Leads by 2 to Service Royale. 2 away third, Adam McCoray well within striking distance. Ahead to the Little Pumper, fourth the outer. Show Some Decorum off the track, Warby the centre, Seneschal the inside. First split was 45.47, not going overly fast. Then came Better Be Naughty, He-Man with a lot of work ahead of him. Third last in traffic at the turn, then Last Chance Saloon and Trapporti was last. Corfe Castle by the 300 metres. Anna McCoray busts into the clear, comes after Corfe Castle, comes strongly, then Service Royale of the Little Pumper. Corfe Castle in front. Anna McCoray slowly but surely getting on terms. Corfe Castle grabbed by Anna McCoray, who went to the lead, and Anna McCoray beat Corfe Castle. Warby up for third, not sure about fourth. Seneschal prominent. He-Man near the inside. The Little Pumper and Show Some Decorum were wide up. Then came Trapporti, Service Royale, Better Be Naughty, and Last Chance Saloon. Last home in 1:18.77.
Two for the day for Rod. Anamacore fresh today, did what he did. Fresh at Eagle Farm earlier in the year. Too good for them. 5-2-1 and a photo for fourth. We'll pick that up. Gee, it's tight there. There's a wall of them, so I'll stay out of that. But Sean Dwyer, Anamacore, Michael Rod, he was close and it was a beautiful ride. He just launched at them and won well. Corfe Castle gave a sight much better today. Fresh, the one Warby fought on well, and yeah, He-Man and Seneschal just never really looked like getting into the race. 5-2-1.
All right, let's have a chat with our winning trainer now, Sean Dwyer, and what a great return that was by Anamacore.
Yeah, it was very pleasing. It's never good when they have a bleed, but thankfully in today's modern world we've got a lot of lung aids, and we know what to do when they're galloping, and you just got to do the best you can, hope the horses hold together. But
do you think there's an advantage with keeping horses at shorter distances once they've had that bleed? You sort of see that a bit more these days?
Yeah, well, I spoke to Boise, Boise, and a couple of months ago said we'll keep him to 1,200 to a mile and just see how he goes. He's got a terrific turn of foot, so my wife's starting to like him more than she likes me.
He's always been a magnificent looking chap, hasn't he?
Beautiful horse, yeah. And he's just like that at home, he's just a nice horse to have about. We've had a couple more.
Indeed. Well, let's hope he can win a couple more this time in. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie. Thanks, Heaster.
Yeah, there he is, Sean Dwyer. We'll now have a chat with Michael Rod and get his thoughts, but he's a beautiful, big, strong horse. He's very tall, actually. I'm saying he's well over 16 and a half hands. He's always been Mr. Good Looking. And yeah, he had a bleed at the end of his last campaign, or that's what ended his last campaign. And yeah, I so often see these horses return and sprint really well. Wow, Michael Rod, that was a great ride that you got and gave this horse then, and it was just Johnny on the spot, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a tricky horse. As you've probably seen, he's a bleeder. He's got a lot of issues, and he's got to be balanced out. You do a little bit too much in this area, then something else will be thrown out in other areas. So Sean does such a good job with him. He's really nursed him along, especially this time. He's very restricted in what he can do, work-wise and that. So obviously he's very good fresh, we know. And bleeders first up, there seems to be something with that. So if you can work the science out there, it'd be interesting to know. But we had such a lovely run. It just panned out perfectly for us. And when I presented him, he was never not going to win. I just had to take my time, get him balanced. He can get a bit unbalanced, but he was just so strong late. He was happy to run past the other horse and keep going.
Racing. Oceans Are and Kai Tell both began well with perfect play. Chamiero and Express Payment both pushing forward soon after the start. And Rock Hard Love, it's being ridden for speed today. So if you want to go to the front as they head into the first bend, and it is a mad scramble. Have a look at this. They've got away by 5 lengths to Naval Conqueror and Ruval. They opt out of any speed battle. 3 to Dream Hour and Naval Seal, 3 away last. Down the back straight, and the leader was now Chamiero from Express Payment, but they used some petrol to get there. Rock Hard Love slots into third. Fourth, the outside was perfect play. A couple away, Kai Tell now in midfield. Outside of Oceans Are. Ruval keeping company with Noble Conqueror. 2 to Dream Hour, 2 to Naval Seal, and he'd spot the leaders around 10 length start. Heading into the next bend, 800 left to run, half the journey completed, and after an early burn, Chamiero and Express Payment now trying to slow things down and control. Getting a good run in third, perfect play. Likewise, Rock Hard Love in 4. 2 to Kai Tell outside of Oceans Are. Then Ruval following Kai Tell, Noble Conqueror, Dream Hour and Naval Seal. That first 1,000 metres fairly sharp, 60 and 65, so they did go quickly early, running to the turn, and Chamiero and Justin Huxtable head for home in front narrowly from Express Payment, perfect play. To the outside, Rock Hard Love. Keitel tries to put in, and Noble Conqueror coming with a fair run right down the outside. Chamiero with a bit of a kick. Keitel and Noble Conqueror both putting in. Rock Hard Love as well. Here's a big finish coming up. Noble Conqueror and Keitel. Naval Seal along the inside. Keitel and Noble Conqueror. Big finish coming up. Keitel, I'd say from Noble Conqueror. Naval Seal third and perfect play fourth. Chamiero peak late. Then came Dream Hour, Ruval, Rock Hard Love. Didn't go on with it. Express Payment second last. And last over the line, Oceans Are in 1:35.67.
Oh, the swoopers, Keitel there and Jasper Franklin. Good win, wasn't it? Got there. What about the run of Noble Conqueror? He was huge there. Really good effort to run second, but Keitel too good today. Placed really well, David Van Dyke. Got the claim down to the 59. And he has won, and he has got there. Noble Conqueror chased bravely. I thought for a minute there he was going to be the one. Noble Conqueror. Naval Seal back on the inside, I think, will clamber home for third. Chamiro was on empty after burning along. There was a wall of them up there, wasn't there? Perfect play. The 12 has run fourth. 1, 17, 3 and 12. Keitel.
All right, a great effort by Keitel to take out the race 9 here today at Doomben, and winning trainer David Van Dyke joins us for a chat now. And obviously he'd been building up to this win for some time, Dave.
Yes, he has. We've been really looking forward to getting him out over the mile. He's always sort of promised us that was his trip. It looked a good race today. I was a bit nervous. They were running time and I didn't know whether he'd be able to come from back in the field because that's his normal pattern of racing. But I had a good chat to Jasper before the race and he decided to use the gate, give him a real good squeeze, have him closer than he normally would, and he was in striking position on straightening and he dug in and, yeah, rest history. It was a great ride and a great run.
Yeah, it was, and I wouldn't be surprised whether he perhaps, hopefully, can put a string of wins together now.
Yeah, I'd agree. And, you know, he's a confidence horse. He runs well. And look at him. He's happy there now, as we all are.
Indeed, well done. All right, let's have a chat with Jasper now. Take us through that because it was a brilliant close finish.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, the start of the race, there was a light horse brigade into the first corner and there was a little bit of bumping going along with the jockeys and I went, I'll just keep my fella out of it. I didn't really want to be on the fence anyway. He's a horse that gets into open air and he hits a little bit of a flat spot, but the last 200 you always know he's going to be digging in deep, and he did that today.
I mean, when they took off again on straightening, it sort of would have left horses, a number of them I would imagine, flat-footed.
Yeah, it did, and I was stuck between, do I go inside and try and ride him pretty, or do I just take bad luck out of the equation? I went, he's got 3 kilos off his back, I'll just peel him out, and if he's good enough, he's going to win. And when Kyle come up outside of me, I thought I might have been getting beat, but he's only a little horse, but geez, he makes up for it in toughness and his motor.
Yeah, it really sort of pushed him on, didn't it? Well done.
Thank you.
All right.
Racing Brisbane. Epic Proportions out wide, began fast, going straight to the early lead. Band of Brothers nicely away to second. All That Pizzazz third at the jump. Then the Big Goodbye. He's Heaven didn't begin cleanly, so he's fourth and fifth and he's deep. Hatchet landing midfield. Then our Magnus, followed by Orden Rush and Lions. Navy on the highway. She settles in the second half of the field, third last in fact, and 2 behind her. Safe Work in the Drover. They head down the side, 700 from the judge, and Epic Proportions making every post a winning post, led by 2 to All That Pizzazz and a clear second. They're now at the halfway mark, and the first 600 was quick, 34.8. Racing third, He's Heaven, but he's doing a lot of work. Band of Brothers in fourth. The Big Goodbye fifth, the rail, then Hatchet, followed by Our Magnus, Orden Rush and Alliance. Navy on the highway beginning a run, but with work to do. 8 off the lead, Safe Work in the Drover with the last pair. Down below the 300 metres, and Epic Proportions bounded away. 4 in front of All That Pizzazz. Then came He's Heaven, Band of Brothers, Hatchet down the outside, Epic Proportions, short of 100 to go, well clear, no chance of catching it, and Epic Proportions, a daring ride, pay dividends, beat Hatchet, Band of Brothers, Russian Alliance and Orton. Then came the Drover, passing a few. He's Heaven, Navy on the highway, never got into the picture. Then Safe Work, All That Pizzazz, Our Magnus, and the Big Goodbye last home in a fast gallop, 18.3, Epic Proportions, first out, first home.
Oh, well, there you go. Talia Fenlon let rip with 50.5 kilos on Epic Proportions. Daring tactics. And look, from that gate, where does she end up if she doesn't, I suppose? It was daring and it did the trick. It has bolted in Epic Proportions. Satellite, the ex-Victorian, and a really good run. Waited to a tee today and got the chockies. 6 Hatchet, a good effort. Closed well to run second. 7 Band of Brothers will run third, and possibly... Was that Orton poking through? Yeah, I think it's just got the bob in for fourth, but 13, 6, 7, possibly the one. But That was a good ride, Talia Fenlon. She was stamped urgent. I was looking for Desley Forster's horse, He's Heaven, but it ran into a bit of trouble out. I don't know what happened from the gate there, but got pratted a little wide and couldn't get near them. Epic Proportions just burnt turf and kept going under Talia Fenlon for a very, very good win. 13, 6, 7 and 1. Well, it's been a rough old day till now. That makes it a little bit better. Coaldale coming 13, 6, 7 and 1. Kieran Mars stable. Talia Fenlon, a good daring ride. She had the weight pull and it made a massive difference there. 13, 6, 7 and 1. Bernie, great to work with you this afternoon. Over to you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Chargy, and congratulations on getting today's quaddie there as well, with Epic Proportions taking out race 10 in a hot time, 108.18. Extraordinary time. Craig Kavanagh joins us for a chat. What a long day at the office it's been, Craig.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to enjoy a drink, I know that.
Or two?
Or a dozen, I reckon.
Could be a dozen. Let's talk about this horse. They came out with the daring tactics here today of just come ripping across with 50.5 kilos on his back, and he has taken no catching.
Yeah, well, like sort of with that, when the horse has got no weight like that, you got to go out of your out of what you usually do and try something different. And this horse appreciated getting bounced out of the gates and travelling. She rode it like she stole it.
Like a thief in the night.
Yeah, I tell you what, when she said she was going to lead, I didn't think that she'd lead that horse of Desley's. But anyway, she got it to bounce and crossed and dictated from there, and it's a bloody good time to run too.
Extraordinary time. Team Mar will be very happy. Well done.
Well, I hope they're happy.
I'm sure they will be. All right, we'll have a chat with Talia Fenlon now and get her thoughts. But we thought you looked like a thief in the night on this horse.
Yeah, the big drop in weight, 50.5 on its back. It was pretty simple once we began so well out of the gates. We just went on with it. Just really was in a happy rhythm, and I think he felt like he was bolting in the run, so he probably felt good for a change, and yeah, hit the line very well thanks to the connections.
Absolutely. So you hadn't ridden this horse previously?
No, it was good to get the call up for the lightweight ride, and yeah, it pulled through.
And tell me, what was the plan? How did they deliver the tactics?
Yeah, we obviously wanted to go forward. I didn't think we'd be the one leading, obviously, but we just jumped too good out of the machines, and with the lightweight we had to use it to our benefit, and yeah, got the job done.
You had a look at the time he ran?
I don't want to, but I know it was fast.
108.18. He's flying. Well done.
Thank you.
There she is, Talia Fenlon. Rounds out a 10-race card here in mighty fashion there, leading all the way to win on Epic Proportions. So 13 beats 6, 7 and 1.